Good morning. It's author Dan Andersen coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta. I'm very pleased to announce Trace here, who's coming on board to kind of pull the reins back in and make sure I do, everything right. And she's going to be doing a little bit of the tutorial, walking us through all the www.wishyouddead.com stuff. So Trace, it's yours, girl.
I have a feeling my arms are going to be tired from pulling in the reins on you. This is our first interview together. Super pumped to have a quick chat with you and get caught up. WYD, Wish You Dead. How did you come up with that?
Well, in 2005, I had an aircraft company. And between my patent attorney at the time and my assistant, I was writing a little journal that had to do with aircraft, and I put WYD, and I had a little trouble with this and that. And as it turned out, it became kind of a journal / flip it over daytimer diary. And so WYD, my secretary, comes in and says, "What are you going to call that?" I said, "Wish You Dead. Wish You Dead." I was so choked. And then years follow, and I hooked back up with my patent attorney and did some trademarking, and he said, "You got to do a book out of this. This is kick rear end." And one of my close friends here in Edmonton said, yeah. And so that's how it got started.
And it's more than just a book now. It's huge. This thing has exploded.
It has. What took place is something I wasn't really ready for, but I did it anyways. Because my attorney is so keen on trademarking, and I've got such a big mouth, it turned into something funny. I said, "Okay, Doug, how about trademarking lingerie and fragrances?" And one thing went to another, and then I went back and I got a contract immediately to do these books. And all of a sudden I'm working on 30 now. So it was just one thing led to another, and before you know it, 60,000 words a month, and we're stuck at 2 books in the queue already.
Yeah, because Wish You Dead has a series, but then you also have everything all the way to kids' books.
That's right. So the legacy books are www.wishyouddead.com. They're Wish You Dead, Wish You Dead Red 45. Those 2 are already at the publisher and coming out as soon as we can. And on the other side of it, we have Odin's Journey, which takes care of the books on a little girl that has MS, a small boy that has Down syndrome, and a couple of children's novels are in there too, and 1 romance.
Now you're busy putting all of this together at the same time, and you were telling me you'll go on these spurs where you just we'll sit down and just write, and it's just not just a book, but like a series of books, and all of this, the legacy books and everything, all at once.
Yeah, that's what you've been in my house.
Well, I made my way through the series of whiteboards with notes on them. Yes, I have been there.
So what happens is I have whiteboards all over the house, and I put a manuscript here, a quotation there, so I don't miss something. I'll go and write, oh, geez, what a dumbass this guy was, and I keep on a character. I don't want to lose a train of thought, and then some days I work on the Benjamin Floozy and Dancing in the Kitchen. There's 30, at all times there's 30 of them going.
Well, the books plus fragrances, makeup, that whole line that you were talking about of other things.
Well, yeah, the fragrances, I tried them on, but what happened was they kind of made my socks discolored, so we're still doing the fragrances and cosmetics. And you know me, I'm not exactly one of those kind of author guys. In fact, I don't think I am. You should probably take the mic away from me, because I'm going to tell you what I think. It might not be true and it might not be real, but I'm going to tell you what I think. And I don't hold anything back. So these novels are rough. There's nothing polished. They're straightforward. They're who I am. I don't want to be known as that author. Mm-hmm. I want to be known as that storyteller.
Well, and I think you said it best with me that you're not a writer per se, you're a storyteller.
That's right.
And I think that sums it up really good.
That's right.
Yeah, because you're great at telling stories.
That's what my ex-wife says.
Although you become an author to put the stories into books,
Right.
you're not a, per se, writer.
Well, I am, but it's because of evolution. Fact of the matter, I sit down and then before you know it, like, not now because we're taking a little bit of time off, but back when we're doing 60,000 words a month, it's rocking. It's rocking. So I don't know if I'll crack 500,000 words next year or not. That's kind of a game plan. And so I'm trying to get the third novel of the legacy books in the queue. 2 already there. Publisher says the first one's coming out on Valentine's Day. So we'll just take it and see how it goes.
What do you want people to get out of this?
Themselves. If you get something out of my works that I didn't plan, I win. If you pick up my book and you go, oh, jeez, and you put it down, and then you say, you got to pick it back up again, I did my job. So I'm not going to write all these butterfly stuff. These spies, these women, you don't piss off a woman, because that's the nature of Wish You Dead. www.wishyoudead.com. But the book is called WYD, Wish You Dead. That's the first book.
Now, I like that the main character's name is Trace.
Yes.
Which he named that before he met me, but
yeah,
maybe there's something there.
There's a reporter that crawls under the skin of everybody, and it's just like a rash.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
She's cool.
She's like the fragrance that melted your socks off.
Knocked off, melted, whatever the case may be. It didn't work. So the books, just like the movie, is all going to be about women. They're like kind of a really bad James Bond chick, and you just don't get under their skin, because she'll take your skin off.
Hell hath no fury.
As a woman scorned.
All right, well, you've got really something for everybody. Your books have cars, romance, there's food
Right.
in them. Yeah.
That was your idea.
Well, the food was mine because you love to cook.
She comes by the house, and I always put a spread on, and they're all my own recipes. So she sends me this damn text. And like I got lots of time on my hands, I'm doing 30 novels, and she says, you should do a recipe book. And then I
just add one more. Why not?
Just add
right?
another one.
It's just one.
Okay.
Just one.
So in the middle of writing one book about sensuality and this and that, I said, okay, I'll just take some time off and put a recipe book together. Just for you.
Just for me.
Just for you.
I appreciate that.
And
that's nice.
the 300 people that text me for a recipe, like everybody that comes to the house, asked me what the recipe was the next day, so I might as well do the recipe book. And that way I can charge my friends. That would be kind of cool. Make money off your friends.
You're actually going to charge them?
Probably not.
Would you?
No,
I think you will. I think you will.
No, the signature will be free. I'll autograph the damn thing for free.
That's nice. That's very big of you.
Well, I know I'm a considerate kind of guy.
No charge for autographs.
No charge for autographs.
All right. Well, our next show is going to be just before Friday the 13th in December. And so that's going to be the topic of our next show is, are you superstitious? Don't answer that yet. That's the topic for our next show. And we're going to be talking about everything to do with Friday the 13th. So you're going to want to check that one out.
You can check it out at www.wishyoudead.com. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. It's Dan_Andersen. You have to stay close. Get too far away, you'll miss it. So for now, www.wishyoudead.com.